Hey guys, Vermillion here. Today I'm bringing you a full guide to the Easter egg for Die Maschine. Thanks to a couple of buddies of mine, we were one of the first to complete it today. Big shout out to them. For this video, it will be a full guide of the map. There will be timestamps for every step of the Easter egg in the description. If you only need a couple of steps or, one or two here and there, you can go down in the description and click on them, or it should be in the little bar on the YouTube screen for you to click on. However, if you watch the full thing through, you can learn some neat tips for finishing the Easter egg at a lower round. Let's start it off with power. Die Maschine has a big old red power button that you need to press to start the power. Follow your marker guide to get there. Trust me, it's your best friend. Along with that, there are two other control panels that you need to activate. Like I said, follow your guide markers, you won't get lost. Super easy. Let's move on. Once power is on, you need to get the Pack-a-Punch built to not only Pack-a-Punch, but also to start making the Dark Aether portal move. Jump into the Dark Aether portal that has spawned in after turning on power, and follow your marker to find the tunnel you need to find the Pack-a-Punch part. Once you have obtained the part, bring it back to the center of the map where the Aether portal was, and attach it to the Pack-a-Punch to build it in the overworld. From here, you can do some of these steps out of order, but here's how I like to do it. First, let's get the Wonder Weapon. There are three main ways that you can get the Wonder Weapon. If you're feeling lucky, you can get it from the box. However, at lower rounds, it is much more rare, as the higher the rarity, the less of a chance it is at a lower round. I would only do this if you have more than one player or trying to the Wonder Weapon early on. Second, Trials. Trials is a fantastic way to get the Die Wonder Weapon, however not guaranteed. It is a lot higher chance to get it in the box, but still not guaranteed. But even if you don't get the Wonder Weapon, it's still great to get some Pack-a-Punch weapons from it, or also a free perk here and there. So even if you don't get it, do those trials. It'll help you out in the long run, trust me. Lastly, there is a quest line that guarantees at least one for you or your team. This quest requires you to kill a Magneton zombie. If you reach around 8 through 10 around there, that's when they start spawning in. All you have to do is kill them. They will drop a key card. After you grab that key card, run over to the nuke room and insert it into the machine to obtain the DIE controller, or the die controller. After you obtain the controller, make your way over to Noct and interact with this window. It will start sucking up zombies, and this takes roughly 30 kills to complete. So have a friend train a horde, or just run a horde around it while you're waiting on it to cool down, because there is a cooldown if you don't suck up enough zombies in time. So just get prepared, and then once you have 30 zombies, suck them all up, you'll get a free Die Wonder Weapon from that door. Now we have to upgrade the Wonder Weapon to its each respective elements. There's fire, ice, electric, and radiation. Key note here, when you are upgrading the Wonder Weapon, if you are on the step where you're interacting with the Anomalies using the Aether scope, the Aether portal will not spawn where it needs to spawn for these upgrade paths. With that out of the way, let's start with fire. You will need to wait for the Aether portal to spawn by the pawn up front, not in the back, but the pawn next to Noct. Once inside, run over to the scrapyard to find a case that was once hidden by the nose of the plane, melee it, and grab the fuse. And you can do this in the same time before it pulls you back. Go ahead and run to the nuke room again. Go down opposite from Deadshot and you will see a laser cutter. Insert the fuse to open the case, and this will immediately take you back outside once you're done. You may now return to the pawn and claim your fire upgrade on top of the truck. So, I don't know how to tell you this. Toxic zombie glitched out. For the ice upgrade, you must return to the pawn or go to the roof of Noct. There will be a box with a flash symbol on it. Shoot it with the Wonder Weapon, it will cause it to fall and break to reveal a flask for you to pick up. Next, you'll have to wait for the Magneton zombie to spawn in and infect the tree. An easier way that we did it was before I picked up the key card, I let the Magneton zombie throw his ball of energy at me while I was standing next to this tree. It'll cause the crystals on the side of the to glow and drip energy. Now that the tree is infected, place the flask underneath the infected tree to collect it. This is a time-based action, so you don't have to pass the rounds to fill up the flask. Just wait it out. When it's ready, it'll be blue and you'll be able to pick it up. Take the flask and run down to Speed Cola to break the chains on the box for the ice upgrade.
As I said, we've got the on, so that's fire as well.
Cryo-emitter, huh? I may not know much about the weapon, but I know what those words mean.
For electricity, you will need to start by the anomaly that spawns in the corner of the Pack-a-Punch room. Run back to the top of the map, you will find glowing crystals that are now available for you to suck up with the Wonder Weapon. There are 3 locations for the crystals. Right outside of the tunnel next to Jug, on top of Noct next to the Wonder Fizz machine,
See it from here. Then
and one in the pawn outside the tunnel.
in one use.
You may only do one crystal at a time, so suck the crystal's energy out and into the wonder weapon, and then run downstairs to the box on the left of the pack-a-punch. Shoot the box with the energy you obtain, and rinse and repeat with all 3 crystals. If you're fast enough, you can get 2 done before the Aether portal forces you back out, or if you can get off 2 and then select the last crystal you need, it will keep the charge so long as you don't go down, so you'll be able to get all 3 charges as long as you actually manage to suck up all 3. Once all 3 charges are shot, go back to the overworld and you have obtained the electric upgrade. For radiation, or the Nova gas upgrade, you will need to start at Noct. There will be a gas container that you'll be able to suck with the wonder weapon. Pull it over to you and grab it. Now run back to the nuke room and interact with this container. It'll place the gas container down, and now you have to kill a play count next to the gas canister to fill it up with Nova 6. From here, you are free to pick it up, run upstairs to the scrapyard, place the gas canister on top of the crate, and once it's placed, give it a good whack and it'll blow right open, giving you the radiation upgrade for the wonder weapon.
Wait, what's the next step?
Now that you have all 4 wonder weapon ammo types available to you, you now need to get the Aether scope. This can be found while you are running around the Aether, but here are the specific portals I got to spawn in the parts for the Aether scope. If you go through the portal that spawned on top of Noct, you should be able to get the yard part. Alright, I found the Aether scope part.
Okay.
And the part that is next to Pack-a-Punch near the Aether tunnel. If you go through the portal at the back of the pond, you'll be able to obtain the part of Pack-a-Punch and Scrapyard.
Other than that, I really shouldn't be doing anything.
When you take one of these parts, it will spawn in plague hounds. This is also useful if you are doing the wonder weapon upgrade steps while picking up the Aether scope parts, so you do not have to kill more zombies to spawn another Aether portal. After collecting all 3 parts, head down to the Pack-a-Punch and build it at the crafting bench. You will not be able to see anomalies inside the Aether when you get near them.
It's our lucky day, strike team. We have new orders from the director.
Be quiet.
We are to shut down the dimensional breach in an effort to contain the spread. Suggestions?
I say we shut down the cyclotron. Severing the dimensional connection is our best chance to contain the spread.
Next, start by heading towards Speed Cola. There is now a computer terminal that requires a passcode. To get this passcode, you must find 3 anomalies with the Aether scope. To do this, go inside the Aether portal and pick up the journal next to the computer terminal. You will also notice that an anomaly is right below you next to Speed Cola. Interact with the anomaly and hand the anomaly the journal you just picked up to hear dialogue about the research and use of the facility.
Director of Project N Station, 19th of March 1944. Dr. Kurtz and I continue our study of the men so grotesquely transformed by the cyclotron accident. We have confirmed an exotic element contaminated their bodies, necrotizing the flesh and shutting down essential metabolic functions while somehow maintaining a semblance of life in them. Our hope is to modify a radiation scrubber and heal the poor wretches, but they will not be willing patients, so we will need a chamber of sorts. This may take some time.
Okay. The next anomaly is near the reward station. Interact with the anomaly again, as well as give it the journal.
Now I have 250 health. Alright, maybe myself slow.
1944. After a great deal of trial and error, the decontamination chamber is complete. Kurtz unfortunately referred to it as Der Wecshler, and I'm afraid the nickname stuck. To be clear, we are not trying to change these men so much as restore them. The initial results are encouraging, slightly. Removing exo-elemental contamination from their brains improved some higher functions and reduced their violent outbursts. These men are far from restored. Medical trials will continue.
Lastly, there will be an anomaly at Pack-a-Punch. Interact and hand over the journal. During the next one.
Ulrich Vogel, PhD, 22nd of August 1944. It took losing Normandy to finally get the Führer's attention. But now, at last, he wants to weaponize our findings here at End Station. It was an idea that occurred to me the moment I first conceived of the Wecshler. If we can restore the minds of our necrotized soldiers, even just to follow simple commands, we could unleash an undead army on both fronts. Just imagine, each brave German who falls in battle amazing backup to protect the fatherland. It gives me joy to picture the enemy running in terror from men who cannot die.
After listening to all 3 anomalies, this should take you back to the overworld, and you can now interact with the computer terminal to enter the password. This will turn on the device and require energy.
Initializing the Wecshler. Warning. Initialization interrupted. Power required.
Now there's something you don't see in your average evil Nazi secret bunker.
Now, I'm no scientist, but it seems like it could be used to restore brain function in, undead specimens.
There are 4 tubes that are color coordinated to tell you which ammo type you need. Match yellow to electric, red to fire,
Still got more.
green to radiation, and blue to ice. Once this is done, the energy will be supplied and open a glowing red case that is requesting a decontamination device. There will now be a portal to enter as well. Enter the dark ether again and interact with the anomaly next to the red glowing case that opened.
To be honest, wrong node.
That is no aquarium, Kalashnik. Look more like a gas chamber. Fucking Nazis.
Whole place stinks of death into it. But you will die when you reach long after that smell fades away.
Once your interaction is over, it should teleport you back out to collect the wrench that is on the ground. Take it and proceed back to spawn. There will be a tank that you can use the wrench on. Interact with it 3 times and a zombie will come out like a jack-in-the-box. Shoot it. Now take a grenade and throw it inside the tank, or, like I like to do it, take a Simtex and throw it out the hatch. This will cause a shell inside the tank to go off and shoot a tree, knocking down the contamination device that we need. Run over to the scrapyard, and once you're there, playhounds will spawn in to stop you from carrying the device. Kill them, take the device back down to Speed Cola, and insert it back into the case.
Combination agent identified. Proceeding with initialization. Subject required.
Well, we got plenty of subjects. Ideas?
Ideas? Round up the usual suspects, strike team.
After some dialogue, Carver will now tell you to round up the usual suspect. It's time to get another Magneton zombie to spawn in so we can take it over to the containment device. The Magneton zombie will need to be split and lead into the blue circle around the ring. This step is a little finicky, just be careful and run them in circles until they get pulled up into the container. Once both split zombies have been pulled in, run back to the computer terminal, interact with it to lock doors on both sides. This will initiate a small cutscene with Orlov, one of the original people that worked for Omega, to turn the machine back on.
Warning. Subject has broken containment.
Damn creature's flown the coop.
This isn't over. Get after him, now!
Now that Orlov has ran away like a child, we must find something to bring him back to his senses. The doors will open and spawn in a lot of Magneton zombies and play counts. Use your upgraded wonder weapons to deal with them, and after everything has settled down, head up to Nock to enter a ether portal, then run to the desk to find an anomaly.
Anomaly detected. Processing.
My son. I know you cannot hear me, but I must ask you. Give me strength. Omega Group has given me my orders. I am to restart that infernal machine. In this, I have no say. It is my duty. When it is reactivated, I do not know what will happen. That information is considered very much above my rank, but considering the precautions the others now take, I must face the possibility that I may never see you again. I hope this is not true. I hope that nothing will change, that the world will stay as it is. But I fear I am opening a box that cannot be closed. I will see you both again.
Once Orlov has finished talking about his family and his work, it'll teleport you back out to the overworld, and once there will be a picture of Orlov's family to pick up. But wait, this is the final step before there is no turning back. If you're not set up for the boss fight, then I would highly recommend getting ready. However, as long as you have the wonder weapon, I'm pretty sure you'll be in good shape, because we did it at round 12. As long as you have that wonder weapon, you'll be nice and toasty. Grab the picture and you'll be teleported to Pack-a-Punch to make Orlov come to his senses. After he states that he intends to fix his wrongs, a lockdown occurs.
These faces are familiar to me. I knew them once. Years past. They were my simia, my family. I came here to this cursed land to do a job. Amiga, they had me. Yet, they made me turn on this machine of the damned. It caused horrible things. I caused horrible things. Amiga Group, they have big plans. You are here to stop them. I will help you. We will shut off this infernal machine. Close the gateway. It will be the first step. I will repair the damage I have done.
Protect Orlov with whatever you have and make sure to focus the influx of Magneton zombies to stay alive. Take your time, as Orlov looks like he doesn't even have a health bar, and the Magneton zombies spawn only once per defense phase. After all 3 defense phases are over, Orlov will tell you to run as a particle accelerator is exploding. Alright.
It is finished. You must go now. If someday you meet my Sonia and Katya, tell them I will see them both again. Go now.
You must now make it to the exfil to escape alive. You'll have 1.5 minutes to make it there. However, there's lightning blocking your path. It will block off paths. You can't run you can't run through them, but you can run past them. So don't try to, dart right through the electric trap, because you're probably going to end up dead like I did on my first run. Get in the chopper, and congratulations, you just completed the Easter egg of Die Maschine. Whew. Wow guys, this one was fun, as well as the race to do it world's first, which ultimately my team did not. We died nearly at the last step. This Easter egg was absolutely a blast, as well as the overall difficulty was nice. If you did find this video helpful, leaving a like would help me out a lot, as well as subscribing and hitting that notification bell. But other than that guys, that's all I have for this video. Hope you find this guide super helpful. Share it with other people. If you do need any help or you want to keep up with me, I am playing zombies nonstop this whole weekend. After this video goes up, I will be streaming on Saturday at roughly noon. So if you would like to watch me here, just subscribe. I'll be streaming straight to YouTube. Ciao guys.